Hey, this is a Mod 1 practice quiz we've done in class. I'm going to run through this in case you need to review it. It covers all addition and subtraction. I'm going to show the steps that I use. So, number one is -6 plus +16. Signs are opposite, so I subtract 16 minus 6, 10. The last thing I do is check the sign. It is a +10. Greater absolute value is positive. Number two, a negative plus a negative. That rule is to add the two numbers, 280. Last thing I do is check the sign. They're both negatives, so it's a negative 280. A negative minus a negative, so I rewrite it as addition. Step one here is it's a subtraction problem, so I rewrite as addition. -17 plus a +12. Now I apply my addition rule. 17 minus 12 is 5. It is a -5 because that absolute value is greater. Over here, it's a subtraction problem. So the first thing I do is rewrite as addition. -56 plus -85. Oh, now I've got a negative plus a negative. So I add the two numbers. 14, 141, but they're both negative. Okay. Now, when I add three integers, I start with the first two. 14 plus -19. It's an addition problem. So I subtract 19 minus 14. It's 5. But I check the sign. It is a -5. Secondly, I bring down minus a -12. Now it's a subtraction problem. So I have to rewrite, add the opposite as addition. Now I've got a negative plus a positive, which means I subtract. 12 minus 5 is 7. Larger absolute value is 12, so it's a +7. Those rules are on that sheet that we created with all the letters A through G on it and how to follow each type. Okay, write an expression, show your work. So Joe stayed on the 21st floor of a hotel building. He went to the pool on the 7th floor. How many floors did he go down? Did Joe go down when he took the elevator to the pool? Well, this one's almost too easy. I'm not sure. So essentially, we're just starting on the 21st floor. We're subtracting 7. He would have went down 14 floors. In between here, there are 14 floors. So our final answer is 14 floors. Next, Jan went jogging with her cousin. They started on the path where the elevation was -24 feet. So that's down here at -24. The highest elevation on their jogging course is 78 feet. So up here is 78 feet. What is the difference? Difference is subtraction. What is the difference between the two elevations? Okay, so that means I have either way I take these 78 minus a -24 or 24 minus, that's -24 minus 78, and I apply my rules, add the opposite, I get 102, or rewrite plus a -78, I get -102. Now, the skill here is distance is positive. It's not a -102 to go down through here. My answer is 102 feet. So either way I do it, I just have to interpret that we're talking a distance of 78 feet and 24 feet below as a total of 102 feet apart. That's the difference. Difference means to subtract. Okay, find the next three numbers: 1, 3, 5, 2, 2, 2, 9, 11, 13. Describe the pattern. Adding 2, you could say odd numbers starting at 1. Okay, page 2, other side. Okay, now this says for full credit, show your work, and then find the correct answer. So for number 9, we need to apply our rules. This is a subtraction problem, so it will be rewritten as -16 plus -5, which equals -21. Subtraction problem. So we add the opposite. 16 plus 4, I get a positive 20. Negative 16 plus a net positive 5, that's rewritten. 16 minus 5 equals a negative 11. We want to know the one with the greatest value. The highest value is 20. That's $20. Now, it wasn't talking about absolute value. It was talking about actual value. Okay, and 20 is the highest valued. Okay, this one, these should all say 65. It's a typo. I put 65 there. Steph is playing the game. She started with negative 30 points. So look at A. A has positive 30 to start. So that can't even be one of the answers. In the first round, she won 65 points. And we have to assume that means a win is a positive in her favor. Which of the following shows how Steph's current score? So it's a plus 65. That says minus 65. So that's out. C says negative 30 plus 65. Doesn't ask us to solve it, just which one represents her score. Which of the following, number 11, which of the following has the same values as negative 29 plus negative 17? So it's an addition problem because a negative plus a negative, I get 46, but it's, check the sign, negative 46. Just like that. Okay? Which number can be added to negative 15 to get a sum of 0? Remember, opposite numbers equal 0 together. If you owe somebody $15 and you give them 15, you now owe them nothing. So 2 examples. You could come up with your own, but it would be like negative 2, positive 2. Negative 10, positive 10. Negative 20, positive 20. Positive 30, negative 30. Any 2 examples. Opposites. Now, the other word for opposites, additive, that means to add. To add, that's the letter A. Inverse, that means opposite. So this right here is additive inverse. That means you would get 0. And that is the review quiz